This Labor Day at Lowe's, shop member-only doorbuster deals for a limited time. Save $50 on an Ego string trimmer, now $169. Plus, get 50% off select Holland pavers. Not a rewards member? Sign up for free today. But hurry, Labor Day doorbuster deals won't last long. Lowe's, we help, you save. Valid through 9/1 while supplies last. Program subject to terms and conditions. Details at lowes.com/terms. Subject to change.
Okay, so looks like we're diving into some pretty murky waters today.
Yeah.
All this buzz around TikTok, I mean, I get it. It's everywhere, and everyone wants to know what's going to happen.
Absolutely.
Especially all of you, because, we see your searches, right? And you keep asking, is TikTok going to get banned? And the big question is, when? We see that year, 2025, popping up a lot. Clearly, there's some anxiety around that.
Yeah, for sure.
But it's not just the when. You all are also really interested in the why and the how, like how this whole thing is going to play out legally. We're seeing a lot of searches about the Supreme Court, about bans being upheld, about hearings.
Yeah, there's a lot of legal back and forth going on.
So basically, you're all smart cookies, you're paying attention, and you want answers. Well, so do we. And thankfully, we've got just the person to help us untangle this whole mess. Our expert is here, ready to break it all down. So no more beating around the bush. Let's dive right in. First things first, though. Is there actually a set date for when TikTok is going bye-bye?
Honestly, no. No one circled a date on the calendar and said, this is it. TikTok's done.
Okay, so no doomsday clock ticking just yet. But things are definitely heating up, right? I mean, you mentioned the legal battles, and we see that reflected in the searches, too.
Absolutely. The situation is evolving constantly, and the legal side of things is really where the action is. This whole thing could very well end up in front of the Supreme Court.
Oh, wow.
And that could be the deciding factor.
Okay, so Supreme Court, big stakes. But before we get all law and order on this, let's zoom out for a sec. One term that keeps popping up in the searches is ByteDance,
Right.
which, for anyone who might be living under a rock, is TikTok's parent company.
Exactly.
And I think understanding ByteDance's role in all this is crucial.
It's kind of at the heart of the issue.
Right. So fill us in. What's the deal with ByteDance, and why is everyone so concerned about it?
Well, ByteDance is a Chinese company, and that's where a lot of the concern stems from. You see, there are worries about data security, about the potential for the Chinese government to access user data, even use TikTok for, well, let's just say less than ideal purposes.
Wait, hold on. Let's unpack that a little. Lots of apps collect our data, right? Why is TikTok being singled out?
It's not just about the fact that data is being collected, it's about the type of data and how it could be used. We're talking everything. Your location, browsing history, the videos you watch, even stuff like facial recognition data. And there's this fear that all this info could end up in the hands of the Chinese government.
I mean, that does sound kind of creepy, like Big Brother is watching your TikToks.
Right. And the concerns go beyond just basic surveillance. Some are worried that this data could be used to influence what people see, spread misinformation.
Wow, okay.
It's serious stuff.
So what's being done about all this? I mean, besides all the legal wrangling, are there any concrete moves to, address these concerns?
Yeah, there's been a lot of talk, a lot of proposed legislation. In fact, you've probably heard of the Restrict Act.
I think I have, vaguely.
It's basically a bill that would give the U.S. government the power to straight up ban apps like TikTok if they're deemed a national security risk.
Whoa, so a total ban is actually on the table.
It's definitely a possibility, which I think explains why everyone's so fixated on that 2025 date. I mean, who knows? Maybe that's when the lumber dropped.
Okay, so we've got data concerns, potential government interference, and a possible ban looming. It sounds like a recipe for, well, chaos.
Pretty much.
Especially for the millions of people who use TikTok, the creators who've built careers on it.
Absolutely. And that's where things get even more complicated. I mean, on the one hand, you've got these serious concerns about national security, data privacy. But on the other hand, banning TikTok could set a precedent for restricting other apps, other online platforms. Where do we draw the line?
Right. It's a slippery slope.
And then there's the whole issue of freedom of speech, censorship. Millions of people use TikTok to express themselves, to connect with others. A ban would have a huge impact on them.
Not to mention the economic fallout. So many creators rely on TikTok for their livelihood.
Exactly.
It's a whole ecosystem.
It's a big, complex web, and it's hard to predict what'll happen if you pull one thread.
Okay, so to everyone out there listening, desperately Googling, when is TikTok getting banned? I think the honest answer is, we don't know.
Yeah, the future's TikTok is kind of like a magic 8 ball right now.
Reply hazy. Try again later.
Aha, exactly. But, even though we don't have all the answers, there are some things we do know.
Okay, lay it on us.
We know that the U.S. government is taking these data security concerns seriously. We know that legal challenges are in motion, and they could have major consequences for TikTok. And we know that ByteDance's involvement adds a whole other layer of complexity.
Right, lots of moving parts.
And I think the biggest takeaway here is that this whole situation, it's about way more than just TikTok. It's about the future of the internet, about how we balance national security with individual freedoms, about the power of technology and the role governments play in regulating it.
So much to ponder.
It really makes you think.
Thinking about the future of social media, what would a world without TikTok even look like? Would other platforms just pop up to fill the void? Would our data actually be safer? Or are we just trading one set of problems for another?
Good question.
Questions we don't have the answers to right now, but they're definitely worth exploring.
Absolutely. And keep those searches coming. We're here to help make sense of it all.
That's right. So stay curious, stay informed, and we'll catch you on the next deep dive.
See ya.
Today is your lucky day. Today is the day that our $3 website works for you, paying you directly to your PayPal daily. Imagine $3 ongoing continuous payments to your PayPal account. Imagine falling asleep and waking up to $300 in your PayPal account. How would this make you feel? How could this help you? What bills could you pay? What kind of fun could you have? What does that retirement look like now? All for a one-time payment of $3. This website is DFY done for you, fully built and completely hosted, and never stops collecting payments for you. You have spent $3 on coffee on a regular, but that coffee won't help you create multiple streams of income. Click the link below.